Welcome back. So I have some exciting news on the 2026 RAV4. So if you were watching last night, you know now that we have a 6th generation RAV4. Today we want to discuss some options that we're going to see on the new 2026 6th generation RAV4. So this is the 5th generation XSE in Cavalry Blue. I'm super excited about the options we're going to see on the new 2026 model. So from top to bottom, it is a total redesign, better gas mileage, better performance, and it's going to be a better looking vehicle overall. And you're going to see some options on this vehicle that you're not going to see on the 5th generation. For the first time, they're going to offer a heads-up display, guys. So that's something that we've never seen before on the RAV4s. We've also never seen a 20-inch wheel option. So that's going to be up from your 19-inch wheel option that you're going to see on your Limited and your XLE Premiums. Now, something else we're going to see, guys, which I'm super excited about. All your models in the RAV4s are not going to be electrified. You're not going to see a sole gas model on the RAV4 models. So all of them will be hybrids. You have a hybrid, and then you have your plug-in hybrids, guys. So and they have your 5th generation hybrid technology. If you haven't driven the new 9th generation Camry with the 5th generation hybrid technology, guys, you are in for such a treat, because the performance and the fuel economy on the vehicle is absolutely phenomenal. But let's dive into some things that you're going to see on the 2026 model RAV4 that you're not seeing on the 5th generation. So across the front here, this front is totally going to change here. So you still have LED lights here, but you'll see the same design that you're going to see on the Camry. So you see what they call a hammerhead design here, and it'll be a sort of a thinner sort of LED light here. Really nice looking front there on the 5th generation, but like I said, it's going to get even better on your 6th generation RAV4. It still remains to be seen, because I have not seen an XSE model. Or we're going to keep these accent lights here, so that's going to be very different. But you will have some sort of gloss accent lighting, typically that I've seen in the Limited models. And those models are actually online. If you want to look up a Limited 2026, you'll sort of see what I'm talking about as far as the gloss around the headlights here. On the lower fascia here, you'll still see that light gray sort of piece there. It'll be a little bit more pronounced there on the bottom though. But as you look across the front here, this particular model is sort of squared off here, but you'll see that more so on the 6th generation RAV4s. So on the Limited, from what I've seen here, just like this color here, it'll have a color key front grille. It's similar to what you're seeing on the Camrys right now. So a lot of people may not like that. Some people may. It just gives it more character. So around the sides here, so this particular model has your 18-inch gloss black wheels here. But on the Limited model, you're going to see an option for a 20-inch wheel. So my guess is perhaps the 19-inch is still standard, but you have your optional for your 20-inch wheel. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. On the vehicle itself, you'll be able to get a front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. This particular one, now in the 5th generation, you cannot get a front-wheel drive on the hybrid RAV4s, but in the new 6th generation, you'll be able to get a front-wheel drive and a all-wheel drive. And the front-wheel drive, from what I've seen, is going to give you 226 horsepower, and you're going to get 236 on your all-wheel drive. Now looking around the back, this one here is more sort of a trapezoid sort of look here. So it's going to be a little bit more squared off on the new RAV4s, which is a look that I'm really looking forward to. But this one, as you can see, is more trapezoid there, and that's going to actually give you more space, because it's not going to be as much of a tilt right in there as you can see on the new 6th generation. So you're going to see that. But looking on the inside, let me show you something that you're going to be able to expect. So this particular model has Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. So we jump from 2.5 all the way to 4.0. So 4.0 is going to be your latest revision of your Toyota Safety Sense, and it have everything that 3.0 has on it, but it's going to be even more. It's going to be more so refined. So you see things like that. So they refine your cameras and your sensors, and also on your seats here. So you'll still have a 8-way adjustable here. Maybe they might offer a 10-way. You never know. But here's the exciting news, guys. So right here on the newer model, so this particular model does have the hood over the top here. So you do have a 12.3-inch display on this particular XSE. All your 2026 models will have a 12.3-inch cluster here, your MID screen. However, this little hood here, from what I've seen, is going away. So it's going to be very interesting as to how that's going to look without that. Probably look a lot more like the Prius as far as that look that you have without this little hood here. But something else exciting is this is a 10.5-inch display here. It won't be the same shape, but the standard display size will be a 10.5-inch screen with the option to get a 12.9. That's right, a 12.9. That is absolutely huge for a RAV4, guys. So in this section right here will be redesigned as well. So it looks like they have a dual charger right in the middle. I can't wait to see that. So this particular one, you're going to have heated seats there in your XSE. Now, from what I understand, there's going to be an option in the XSE for heated and ventilated seats. So that's the first time I've seen that before. So right now the XSE just has your heated seats. So the limited model will still have your heated and ventilated seats. So you probably still have your option for your wireless charger there. I don't know. They're more than likely have a tech package that's going to have that in it, but it might have some additional things in it. So, and then you have an electronic shifter, just like you're seeing on your Prius and stuff like that. So that's going to be different as well. That may not be in every model, but that's going to be in probably your models like your limited and stuff like that. But they've also introduced a GR Sport model, guys. So just like you're seeing the gloss up top here, so you're seeing gloss across the top, seeing gloss on the mirrors. That's what you're going to see on the GR Sport model. And it's going to give you those, from what I understand, 20-inch wheels. I'm not sure if that's going to be standard or whether that's going to be an option, guys, but it's going to be super exciting. You're going to have your red calipers there with your GR logo on them, and it's going to be super exciting. So, and they have 3 different segments that they're using, you know, to classify those models. They have a core, which is going to be like your limited, your XLEs. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not they're still going to keep the LE in there. Maybe they might get rid of it, maybe they won't. But that's going to, the core is going to include things like your limited, your XLEs and stuff like that. Even your XLE premiums, you know, we'll see whether or not that stays as part of the lineup. But your next one is going to be your rugged, which is going to be like your woodland. So you see the woodland there, and the woodland also. So this is very interesting. So usually the woodland has a activity mount that mounts below, but on the new 2026, it'll be integrated in the bumper, which I think looks really cool, guys. So you'll see that. So look, make sure you look that up online there. Put in 2026 woodland, and you'll see how it's integrated there. So that's pretty cool. And then your last segment is going to be your sport. That's going to be your XSEs, which is what this is. And you'll see the new GR Sport. So guys, that is just a quick rundown of things that you're going to see on the new 2026 RAV4. So I'm super excited as the days go forward towards the arrival of this vehicle at the dealership. I can't wait to review this vehicle for you guys. But like I said, that's just a few other things that I thought were interesting about the new model. So as I receive that information, I'll be pushing that out to you. And I look forward to the actual review of this vehicle and how that vehicle is going to benefit you and your family going forward, guys. But thanks for joining me. We'll talk more about the 2026 RAV4 and the actual arrival of that vehicle here at the local dealership. Make sure you guys find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Andre Drives, but also at my latest account on Blue Sky. But thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys next time right here at Andre Drives.